Well, some about me. I'm a former college instructor, but I was an adjunct, which means I had to have another job. So during the day, I would talk about the theories of Karl Marx or bell hooks or W.E.B. Du Bois. At night, I would say things like, "What did you like on that pizza?" And this created awkward moments because sometimes my students would come in and be running around the restaurant. One time I walked up to a table and I said, "How are you all doing tonight? Can I get you started with something to drink?" A woman looks up, she goes, "You're my professor." And I said, "Oh yeah, you're in my class right now." And she said, "So you're a doctor?" And I said, "Yeah, I went to grad school, I got a PhD. I spent 2 years researching and writing my dissertation where I was studying the relationship between the federal government and she stopped me at that point and said, I'm sorry, I think you misunderstood me." I said, "Can I get a Dr. Pepper?" Sad. Laugh if you will. I got cats. I have 2 cats. I love my cats. But there's been some animal jokes tonight, so I feel like I'm coming in on the back end of this. But I love my cats, and so I think about that phrase, "There's more than one way to skin a cat." And I don't know the etymology of that phrase. I don't know where that phrase comes from, but it's kind of fucked up, because I love my cats. I couldn't imagine that happening. But it does make me wonder if my cats have similar sayings, like, "There's more than one way to piss in Wes's guitar case." I don't watch a lot of TV, but but when I do, I always mute the commercials because they're so loud. And then I started playing this game where I would try to guess what the commercial was, just from the visuals. So one night I was watching TV and these 3 commercials came up in a row. The first one was this couple was riding bicycles, and they're riding down this road, and the ocean is off in the distance, and it's this beautiful, and like, oh, like that's California, I recognize that. So this is obviously a commercial for the California Tourism Board, Visit California, something like that. And then the big reveal came up at the end of the commercial. It was Mel Enhancement. Second commercial came on right after. Kind of nice dinner, right? Candlelight. They had some pasta sauce, some wine. And watching this, I'm like, okay, this is probably a commercial for pasta, something Italian, maybe some wine. And I think I got this figured out. The big reveal comes in at the end. Mel Enhancement. Third commercial comes on. There's 2 people laying in bed. They're looking at each other longingly, right? Kind of caressing each other. I'm like, okay, I can see a pattern, right? Like I recognize patterns. It's Mel Enhancement, obviously. It's actually Greek yogurt. There's a guy who lives around the corner from me. He has a bunch of bumper stickers on the back of his van, but the one I always notice is the one that just says, "Wake up, America." And I love that bumper sticker because you can know nothing about this guy based on that bumper sticker, right? You know nothing about his politics. The only thing you can be sure of is that he uses the word sheeple in conversation a lot. But this is what I hope for that guy that I don't know, is that he just named his kid America. So every morning he'd just be like, "Wake up, America! It's time to mow the lawn. Wake up, America! Pancakes are ready. Wake up, America! You gotta lance my back boils again." Is that too far? All right. So, it's not wise to end up, especially in competition, to get political at the end, but I'm going to get political at the end. And so something pretty amazing happened last week. And this is, so three big exciting things happened. Like I made the finals. I was on TV. And the third big thing that was very exciting, that really altered my life, happened last week. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I don't care how you feel about Donald Trump. I really don't care at all. But I will give credit where credit is due. Donald Trump altered my life last week, and I need to acknowledge that, the importance of that. And so you may have heard that Donald Trump released his tax plan last week, right? And it was 1 page of just bullet points. And in case you didn't know, The federal tax code is 4,000 pages long. And he's going to overhaul 4,000 pages of rules and regulations with 1 page of bullet points. And I said to myself, that's the kind of simplicity I need in my life, right? Like, my life has been too complicated. I started doing comedy, right? I'm like, okay, I'll go to open mics for 2 years, right? Like, and then after open mics, I'm going to start trying to get into, local festivals. I will start building networks with other comics. After 5 years, I will start applying to try to get into festivals in other cities, right? So I'm really building up and trying to be really detailed about my future in comedy. And at that point, I realized, like, I'm just doing it wrong. So if you don't mind, I want to share with you my new plan, my Donald Trump-inspired plan for success. Here it is. Tell jokes, get famous. All right, thank you all so much.
Wes Shirley, everyone.